Before we begin, please note that the information in this presentation is for educational and informational purposes only. The business strategies and outcomes discussed are based on publicly available information and general industry knowledge. Results are not guaranteed and will vary based on your specific business, market, and implementation. You ever get that feeling that a brand is reading your mind? You're browsing for a new pair of running shoes on a Tuesday, you don't buy them, and then on Friday an email lands in your inbox. Not just any email. It's from that exact brand with those exact shoes, but it also recommends the perfect moisture-wicking socks to go with them, and maybe even a link to a local 5K race happening next month. Feels like magic. Feels personal. But it's not magic. It's a machine. A highly sophisticated, data-driven engine that is quietly powering the growth of the most successful companies in America. From Fortune 500 giants to the local businesses you love. And today we're pulling back the curtain on exactly how it works. This isn't just some abstract marketing theory. This is the playbook. The secret weapon that companies like Adidas, Toyota, and even the state of Colorado use to understand you, communicate with you, and ultimately earn your business. The name of this engine? The Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And if you're a business owner, a marketer, or an entrepreneur in the United States, understanding how to leverage this platform isn't just an advantage anymore. It's becoming the cost of entry to compete and win. So what's in it for you? Over the next few minutes, we're going to dissect the exact strategies American businesses are using right now inside this platform to turn casual browsers into loyal customers, and loyal customers into raving fans. We're going to solve the biggest problems that businesses face today. How do you cut through the noise? How do you stop wasting money on ads that don't convert? How do you build a genuine relationship with your customers when you have thousands or even millions of them? By the end of this, you won't just see those mind-reading emails as magic anymore. You'll understand the science, the data, and the strategy behind them. You'll have the blueprint. It all starts with one foundational concept that changed marketing forever. The single unified view of the customer. Think about it. In a traditional business, information about you is scattered everywhere. Your purchase history is in the sales system. Your website clicks are in the web analytics tool. The fact you open an email is in the email platform. The fact you called customer service is in a completely different system. It's a mess. It's like trying to understand a person by looking at 1,000 scattered, blurry photos. You get pieces, but you never see the whole picture. Salesforce Marketing Cloud changes that. It acts like a powerful magnet, pulling all of those scattered pieces of data about a single individual into one crystal clear, high-definition portrait. This is the golden record, the holy grail. It's not just customer ID 7493. It's David from Austin, Texas. Let's make this real. Imagine a company, we'll call it Summit Outdoor Gear. And let's imagine their customer, a woman named Jessica. Jessica first interacts with Summit by clicking on a Facebook ad for a new hiking backpack. She lands on their website. She doesn't buy anything, but she does browse a few other items. A water bottle, some hiking poles, and a blog post titled, "The Top 5-Day Hikes in Northern California." She then leaves. In the old world, Jessica is just a bounced website visitor. A lost lead. A ghost. But in the world of the Marketing Cloud, this is just the beginning of the story. The system immediately creates a profile for this anonymous visitor. It drops a cookie and notes her interest in hiking, specifically in California. A week later, Jessica sees another ad, this time for a 15% discount on her first order. She clicks, comes back to the website, and this time she signs up for their email newsletter to get the code. Boom! The anonymous profile now has a name and an email. It's Jessica. The system connects her email sign-up to her previous website visit. Now, Summit knows Jessica is an email subscriber who is interested in hiking in Northern California. Few days pass. Summit sends out a generic email blast about a sale on camping tents. Jessica ignores it. The system logs this. No open, no click. The generic approach didn't work. But the system is learning. The next week, Jessica goes back to the Summit website and adds that original hiking backpack to her cart. She gets to the checkout page. And then gets distracted. Her phone rings, her dog barks, life happens. She abandons the cart. This is the moment of truth for most businesses. But for Summit, it's a critical data point. The Marketing Cloud sees the abandoned cart instantly. It knows the exact product, the price, the color. It knows Jessica was this close to buying. So what happens next isn't a random guess. It's a calculated, data-driven move. An hour later, an automated email arrives in Jessica's inbox. The subject line: "Still thinking about it, Jessica?" Inside is a picture of the exact backpack she left in her cart. The copy isn't just "Please come back." It's smart. It might say, "Your next adventure is waiting." This backpack is perfect for those Northern California trails. It might even include a few customer reviews from other hikers who bought the same bag. This single automated email, driven by a unified view of Jessica's behavior, is monumentally more powerful than 1,000 generic marketing blasts. It's relevant. It's timely. It's personal. It shows Jessica that Summit is paying attention not in a creepy way, but in a helpful way. And the data proves this works. Abandoned cart emails have an average open rate of over 40% and can recover anywhere from 10 to 20% of otherwise lost sales. It's like having a digital salesperson who never sleeps, working to close deals for you 24/7. This unified profile is the bedrock. It's the central nervous system of the entire marketing operation. Every single interaction, every click, every purchase, every call to customer service, every social media comment enriches that profile, making it smarter and more complete. It tracks whether you prefer to be contacted via email or SMS. It knows if you buy based on discounts or if you're more interested in new product announcements. It knows your lifetime value as a customer. Without this single source of truth, true personalization is impossible. You're just guessing. You're sending emails about ski gear to someone in Florida. You're offering a first-time buyer discount to a loyal customer of 10 years. It's inefficient, it wastes money, and worst of all, it makes your customers feel like you don't know them at all. American businesses that are winning right now have stopped shouting at everyone with the same generic message. Instead, they are using this incredibly detailed data to have a unique one-to-one conversation with every single customer at scale. But having all this data, this perfect high-definition picture of Jessica, is useless if you can't act on it. It's like having the world's best map but no car to drive. So how do these companies take this static profile and turn it into a dynamic, automated, revenue-generating conversation that unfolds over weeks, months, or even years? That's where we move from just collecting data to orchestrating customer experiences. That's where we enter the world of something Salesforce calls the Journey Builder. And that is the engine that truly drives the sale. Imagine a grand conductor, not of an orchestra, but of a million different conversations happening all at once. This conductor knows exactly which instrument to cue, when to bring in the violins, when to soften the brass, and when a dramatic drum roll is needed to capture attention. Each piece of music is unique, tailored perfectly to the audience of one who is listening. Journey Builder is that conductor. It's not just a tool. It's a digital choreographer for the customer experience. It's where businesses go from shouting a single message at everyone to whispering the perfect message to each individual at the exact right moment. Let's make this real. Let's talk about a hypothetical but very realistic American company. We'll call them Summit Outfitters, a premium outdoor gear retailer. They sell everything from high-tech hiking boots to expedition-grade tents. Their ideal customer is someone who values quality and is preparing for an adventure. Now meet Alex. Alex is planning a hiking trip in the Rockies and needs new boots. He lands on the Summit Outfitters website through a Google search. He spends about 10 minutes browsing, comparing two different models of waterproof hiking boots. He's impressed, but not quite ready to spend $300. Before he leaves the site, a pop-up offers him a 15% discount on his first purchase if he signs up for their newsletter. It's a good deal. He enters his email and clicks Submit. For 99% of businesses, the story would end there. Alex would get a generic welcome to the list email, and then he'd start receiving the same weekly blast about tents, kayaks, and climbing gear that every other person on their list gets. He might eventually see something about boots, but it would be pure chance. But Summit Outfitters uses Salesforce Marketing Cloud. For them, the story is just beginning. The moment Alex submits his email, he's not just thrown into a giant bucket of contacts. He is placed at the starting line of a very specific, pre-designed path inside Journey Builder. This path is called the New Hiking Prospect Journey. Within 2 minutes, an email lands in Alex's inbox. The subject line isn't "Welcome to Summit Outfitters." It's your 15% off code and the boots you were looking at. Inside, the email is clean, visually stunning, and right at the top are the 2 exact pairs of hiking boots he was just comparing on the website. It even includes a direct link back to that comparison page. This isn't a coincidence. This is the first step in a choreographed dance. Now Journey Builder starts to listen. It's waiting for Alex's next move. This is where the path splits, like a choose-your-own-adventure story. Let's say Alex opens the email but doesn't click on anything. He gets busy, his dog needs to go out, life happens. Journey Builder registers this. It sees they open but no click. The pre-built logic says, wait 48 hours. If there's still no click, send the value-add email. So 2 days later, a new email arrives. The subject, 3 mistakes to avoid when choosing hiking boots. The email contains a link to a genuinely helpful blog post on their site. It talks about ankle support, materials, and break-in periods. It's not a hard sell. It's establishing Summit Outfitters as an expert, as a trusted guide. It's building a relationship. At the bottom of the blog post, of course, are links to their recommended boots. But what if Alex had clicked that first email? What if he went back to the boot comparison page? Journey Builder would have seen that click and immediately sent him down a different path. He's now a warm lead. The system wouldn't send him the blog post. Instead, maybe 24 hours later, he'd get an email with the subject line, "See what hikers like you are saying." This email would be filled with 5-star reviews and testimonials specifically for the boots he viewed. It's social proof, designed to overcome his hesitation and build confidence in the purchase. See what's happening? The journey adapts in real time based on Alex's behavior. It's a dynamic, one-to-one conversation, completely automated. But it doesn't stop with email. Summit Outfitters has connected their advertising accounts to Marketing Cloud. Because Alex is now identified as a warm lead for hiking boots, the system adds him to a specific ad audience. So the next time Alex is scrolling through his Instagram feed, he doesn't see a generic ad for Summit Outfitters. He sees a short, compelling video ad of someone hiking through a mountain stream, wearing the exact boots he was looking at, with a caption that reads, "Your adventure is waiting, and so are your boots. Get 15% off today." It's seamless. Feels like the brand is everywhere, speaking directly to him. This targeted pressure works. Alex clicks the ad, goes back to the site, and this time he adds the more expensive pair of boots to his cart. He gets to the checkout page, fills in his shipping info, but then he hesitates. That $300 price tag is still making him think. He closes the browser tab. This is the critical moment where most businesses lose the sale forever. But for Summit Outfitters, this is just another trigger. Alex is automatically removed from the warm lead journey and placed into the abandoned cart journey. This is one of the most profitable automated journeys any e-commerce business can build. Within 1 hour, an email lands. Subject: Did you forget something? It's a simple, friendly reminder with a picture of the boots in his cart and a big bright button that says, "Complete your order." Still no purchase. Journey Builder waits. The logic is set for 24 hours. The next day, a second email comes. This one is different. The subject line is, "Free shipping on your Summit Outfitters order." The company has decided that the cost of shipping is a small price to pay to recover a $300 sale. The email reminds him of the boots, reiterates his 15% discount, and adds the free shipping offer on top. That's the final nudge Alex needed. He clicks through, applies his code, sees the free shipping, and makes the purchase. Sale complete. But for Journey Builder, the work is never done. The moment the purchase is confirmed, Alex is moved from the abandoned cart journey to the new customer onboarding journey. He immediately gets an order confirmation, of course. But then a week later, after the boots have arrived, he gets an email titled, "How to break in your new boots." It's pure value. 2 weeks after that, an email asks him to leave a review. A month later, another email arrives with content on the top 5 day hikes in Colorado, subtly featuring other gear like backpacks and water bottles. Summit Outfitters isn't just selling Alex a pair of boots. They are using this automated, intelligent system to turn a one-time buyer into a lifelong fan of the brand. They are building a relationship at scale. Now multiply this story by 100,000. Imagine thousands of people like Alex, all on their own unique paths. Someone who looked at tents is on a camping prospect journey. Someone who bought a kayak last year is on a water sports cross-sell journey. Each person receiving a perfectly timed, perfectly relevant sequence of communications across email, social media ads, and even SMS messages. No two journeys are exactly alike because no two customers are exactly alike. This is the engine. This is the conductor. It's a system that never sleeps, that learns from every click, every open, and every purchase to get smarter and more effective over time. It allows a company to provide a deeply personal touch, the kind you'd expect from a small-town shop, but on a massive national scale. But that raises a critical question. How does it know? How did the system know Alex was looking at boots and not tints? How did it capture that initial behavior and connect it to his email address to even start the journey? The magic of the journey is one thing, but the data that fuels it, that's another story entirely. And it all begins with unifying a customer's identity from a dozen different places into a single golden record. Think of it like a detective's corkboard in an old movie. In the center is a picture of your customer. But before you have that clear picture, all you have are scattered, disconnected clues. A receipt from a store purchase pinned to the left. An anonymous website visit from a laptop in Chicago pinned to the right. A clicked link from an email on a phone in Miami. A customer service call transcript. A loyalty card number. To the business, these aren't one person. They are a dozen different data points, floating in a sea of information, completely unrelated. This is the single biggest problem that cripples modern marketing. Data fragmentation. A company might think they have 1 million customers, when in reality they have 250,000 customers, each leaving 4 different digital footprints. They're sending 4 different messages to the same person, and they don't even know it. It's inefficient, it's expensive, and worst of all, it's annoying for the customer. This is where Salesforce Marketing Cloud steps in, not with a bigger pinboard, but with a powerful intelligence engine designed to be the master detective. Its job is to look at all of those scattered clues and say, wait a minute, the person who bought this in-store with loyalty card number 90210 used a credit card that has the same name as the person who abandoned a cart on our website last Tuesday. And that abandoned cart email was sent to the same address that just clicked on our Instagram ad. The system's core function is identity resolution. It uses sophisticated matching rules, looking at email addresses, phone numbers, customer IDs, device IDs, and more, to stitch together these disparate identities. It takes the ghost in the machine from the website, the name on the receipt, and the contact in the email list, and merges them. It collapses them all down into that one single unified profile. That is the golden record. It's the single source of truth for a customer. One person, one profile. Every interaction, every purchase, every click, every preference, all in one place. Let's make this real. Imagine a popular American direct-to-consumer company we'll call Ridgeback Outdoor, a brand that sells high-end hiking and camping gear. They have a website, a mobile app, and a handful of flagship retail stores in major cities. Let's follow a customer named Mark. Mark's journey begins on his work computer during his lunch break. He Googles best waterproof hiking boots and lands on a Ridgeback Outdoor blog post comparing 2 of their models. He reads the article, clicks around on a few other products but doesn't buy anything. To Ridgeback, at this moment, Mark is just an anonymous web session. A single unconnected data point. They've placed a cookie on his browser, but they have no idea who he is. He's a ghost. A few days later, Mark is scrolling through his social media feed on his phone. An ad from Ridgeback Outdoor pops up, retargeting him with the exact hiking boots he was looking at. The technology recognized the cookie from his work computer and used it to find him on another device. The ad offers 15% off his first purchase if he signs up for their email list. Intrigued, Mark clicks the ad, and on the Ridgeback mobile site, he enters his email, mark.peters@email.com. Now the magic starts to happen. Salesforce Marketing Cloud's identity resolution kicks in. It says, aha! This email address, mark.peters@email.com, is now associated with the anonymous cookie from that first website visit. The ghost now has a name or at least an email. 2 scattered clues on the corkboard are now connected with a piece of red string. Mark is no longer just a web session. He's a known contact. He gets the 15% off coupon in a welcome email. He adds the boots to his cart, applies the coupon, but gets distracted by a phone call and closes the browser. He abandons the cart. An hour later, an automated email arrives. Hey Mark, did you forget something? This is a classic effective marketing tactic. But because Salesforce has connected the dots, the email isn't just a generic reminder. It can show a picture of the exact boots in the exact size he selected. Mark opens the email on his tablet this time, a third device. He clicks the link, which takes him back to his pre-populated cart. He's ready to buy. He proceeds to check out, and instead of checking out as a guest, he creates an account. He enters his full name, Mark Peters, his shipping address, and his phone number. Click. Another connection is made. The system now links his full name, his physical address, and his phone number to the email address and the 2 device cookies he's used so far. The picture of Mark on the detective's corkboard is getting clearer and clearer. He completes the purchase. The story doesn't end there. 2 months later, Mark is on vacation in Denver and walks past a physical Ridgeback outdoor store. He goes inside to look at backpacks. At the checkout, he buys a water bottle and the cashier asks if he's part of their loyalty program. Mark says no. The cashier says, "All I need is your phone number to sign you up." Mark gives his number. This is the holy grail for a modern retailer, connecting an offline, in-store action to a digital profile. In a disconnected system, this in-store purchase would live on its own, a dead-end piece of data in the store's point-of-sale system. But Ridgeback uses Salesforce. The moment that phone number is entered, the system scans its database and finds a match. It finds the golden record for Mark Peters, which already contains that same phone number from his online account creation. Click. The final, most important connection is made. The in-store purchase is now appended to Mark's single, unified profile. Now look at what Ridgeback knows. They don't just have a customer named Mark Peters. They know he was initially interested in boots. They know he responds to social media ads. They know he uses a laptop, a phone, and a tablet. They know he lives at a specific address, but that he also shops in their physical stores when he travels. They know he's a new customer who has now made 2 purchases, one online, one offline. This is the power of the golden record. It transforms marketing from a guessing game into a science. The next time Ridgeback wants to communicate with Mark, they aren't just shouting into the void. They can send him an email about a new backpack that's a perfect companion to the boots he bought. They can text him a special offer when they see he's in a city with a Ridgeback store. They can exclude him from ads for the boots he's already purchased, saving them money and saving him from annoyance. They can treat Mark like a real person, whose history and preferences they actually know and respect. This isn't just about collecting data. It's about understanding the human on the other side of the screen. Without this unified view, personalization is impossible. You're just sending spam. With it, you're starting a conversation. But what do you do once you have this crystal clear view of not just Mark, but of thousands or even millions of customers just like him? Having a million perfect golden records is one thing, but you can't have a million individual conversations. The real challenge and the real power comes from being able to intelligently group these customers. How do you find all the Marks? All the first-time buyers who also shop in store? All the customers who love hiking boots but have never bought a backpack? This is where we move from data collection to true marketing intelligence. It's the art of segmentation. And segmentation is the difference between shouting with a megaphone into a crowded stadium and whispering a perfectly tailored secret into a friend's ear. One is noise ignored by almost everyone. The other is a connection, an intimate message that feels like it was crafted just for them. Because in a way it was. Before tools like Salesforce Marketing Cloud became the industry standard, this level of precision was a pipe dream for most American companies. Imagine it's 2005. You're a marketing manager at our outdoor gear company. You have a brilliant idea. Let's email a special offer for our new waterproof jackets to everyone who bought hiking boots from us last winter and lives in the Pacific Northwest. Simple, right? Wrong. First, you'd have to file a formal request with the IT department. They'd tell you they're busy with the server migration and will get to it in a week. When you finally get the list, it's a static, lifeless CSV file. A spreadsheet. By the time you format it, clean it, and load it into your primitive email tool, the data is already a week old. Some of those people have moved. Some have already bought a jacket from a competitor. The opportunity is stale. You sent a message that was smart a week ago, but is just more noise today. You were trying to whisper, but the delay forced you to shout, and you were late to the party. This was the reality. Marketers were held hostage by data gatekeepers. They had the ideas but lacked the tools to execute them in real time. Every campaign was a monumental effort of cross-departmental coordination, and the results were always a step behind the customer. Salesforce Marketing Cloud demolishes this old model. It hands the keys to the data kingdom directly to the marketer. The tool at the heart of this revolution is something called a data extension. Now, don't let the technical name scare you. Think of a data extension as a smart, living, breathing spreadsheet. It's a table that holds a specific slice of your customer information. You might have one for all your newsletter subscribers, another for all your paying customers, another more specific one for VIPs who have spent over $1,000 in the last year. Unlike that dead CSV file from 2005, these data extensions are alive. They are constantly being updated in near real time from that central nervous system, the Salesforce Data Cloud we talked about. When a customer makes a purchase, their data extension is updated. When they click a link in an email, that behavior is recorded. When they abandon a shopping cart, that event is flagged. The data is always fresh, always current. So, the marketer no longer has to ask IT for a list. They have the raw materials right in front of them. Now comes the magic. How do they build that perfect audience? How do they find the Pacific Northwest hikers? Salesforce gives them two primary weapons. The first is a simple visual drag-and-drop filter. It's designed for speed and ease of use. The marketer can literally say, "Show me all customers where state equals Washington or Oregon, and last purchase category equals hiking boots, and last purchase date was between October 1st and December 31st. They click a few buttons, drag a few fields, and in seconds, Salesforce generates that precise list. No waiting for IT. No outdated data. They can build this segment in the time it takes to sip their morning coffee. This one feature alone saves thousands of hours and unlocks countless marketing opportunities that would have otherwise died on the vine, waiting for a data pull. But what if you need to get even more granular? What if your idea is more complex? This is where the second weapon comes in: SQL, structured query language. Now, this is a bit more technical, but it's the language of databases. It's the universal standard for asking complex questions of your data. And by building this capability directly into the Marketing Cloud, Salesforce caters to both the everyday marketer and the power user data analyst. With SQL, a marketer can write a query to create a segment that is breathtakingly specific. For example, find all customers who have purchased hiking boots, but have never purchased hiking socks, who have also clicked on our Backpacking 101 blog post in the last 90 days, but who have not opened our last 2 emails. Think about how powerful that is. This isn't just a demographic. This is a behavioral and psychographic profile. You've identified a group of people with a clear need. They're interested in backpacking, they have the boots, but they're missing a key accessory. You've also identified that your last couple of emails didn't resonate with them. So you know you need to try a different approach. Maybe a different subject line, a different offer, a different time of day. This is surgical marketing. It's the difference between a blunt instrument and a laser scalpel. You're not just selling. You're solving a specific, identifiable problem for a specific group of people at the exact right moment. Let's bring this to life. Our outdoor gear company uses this SQL query and identifies 7,241 customers who fit this exact profile. Instead of blasting their entire email list with a generic 10% off everything sale, they craft a very specific campaign just for these 7,241 people. The email subject line might be, "Your boots are ready. Is your pack?" The content talks about the importance of the right socks for preventing blisters on long hikes. It showcases 3 of their top-rated merino wool sock options and even includes a link to that same Backpacking 101 blog post they recently read, reinforcing that the company understands their journey. The result? The open rate for this email is 45%, more than double their average. The click-through rate is 5 times higher than a generic promotion. And most importantly, they sell thousands of pairs of high-margin hiking socks. They didn't just make a sale. They helped a customer, built trust, and increased the lifetime value of that relationship. They turned a simple data query into a conversation, and that conversation drove revenue. This is what happens every single day inside American businesses using Salesforce. They are constantly building, refining, and combining these segments. A segment for new customers to welcome them to the brand. A segment for loyal customers to reward them with early access to new products. A segment for customers who haven't purchased in 6 months, designed to win them back with a compelling offer. A segment for people who bought a tent, who are now perfect candidates for a campaign about camping stoves and sleeping bags. Each segment allows for a more relevant, more personal conversation. And in a world saturated with marketing noise, relevance is the ultimate currency. It's how you earn attention. It's how you build a brand that people don't just buy from, but that they feel a genuine connection with. You've isolated the who. You've used the art of segmentation to gather the perfect audience, the people most likely to respond to your message. The room is filled with exactly the right people, but identifying them is only the first half of the equation. Now you have to actually talk to them, and you can't just give them all the same generic speech. You need to make every single person in that room feel like you're speaking directly to them and only them. You need to take personalization to the individual level. That's the next frontier. And this is where the magic and the money is really made. Imagine walking into a high-end tailor shop. Not a department store, but a true bespoke tailor. The moment you walk in, they don't just point you to a rack of suits. They greet you by name. They remember you prefer a 2-button jacket, and that you're planning a trip to a warmer climate next month. They take your measurements not just once but dozens of them. They discuss fabrics, linings, even the thread for the buttonholes. Every single element is chosen by you for you. The final product isn't just a suit that fits you. It's a suit that is you. It's an extension of your personality, your needs, your aspirations. Now imagine the opposite. You walk into a giant, cavernous warehouse store. You're looking for a suit. There's a sign that says suits. You find the rack labeled with your approximate size. You pull one off, try it on. The shoulders are a bit too wide, the sleeves a bit too long. Fine. It's a suit. It'll do the job. But does it make you feel powerful? Confident? Understood? Not a chance. It's a generic garment for a generic person. For decades, marketing has been selling off-the-rack suits. We called it segmentation. We group people together. Men 35 to 45 interested in golf, or women 25 to 30 living in California. And we'd send them all the same email, show them all the same ad. It was better than nothing, but it was still a generic suit. It was still shouting into a crowd and hoping the right people were listening. In today's world, that's not good enough. Your customers are bombarded with over 5,000 marketing messages a day. 5,000. The off-the-rack generic approach doesn't just get ignored. It gets resented. It's digital noise. It's the junk mail of the internet. To break through, you have to be the bespoke tailor. You have to create an experience so personal, so relevant, so perfectly timed, that it feels like it was crafted for an audience of one. This is precisely what the most successful American companies are doing with a tool inside Salesforce Marketing Cloud called Journey Builder. And the name is perfect because that's exactly what it does. It doesn't just send a message. It architects an entire customer journey. A dynamic, evolving conversation that's unique to every single person. Let's walk through a real-world example. Let's imagine an online shoe company we'll call Urban Stride. And let's imagine a customer named Sarah. Sarah is browsing the Urban Stride website. She's looking at a specific pair of high-end running shoes, the Aero Run Pro. She adds them to her cart. She's about to check out. But then her boss calls. She gets distracted, closes the laptop, and forgets all about it. In an old-school marketing world, that's it. Sale lost. Urban Stride might send a generic, "You left something in your cart" email 24 hours later, along with 1,000 other people who also abandoned their carts. It's a shot in the dark. But Urban Stride uses Journey Builder. The moment Sarah closes her browser, a clock starts ticking. The system knows exactly who she is, what she was looking at, and that she didn't complete the purchase. 1 hour later, an email automatically lands in Sarah's inbox. The subject line isn't "You forgot something." It's "Sarah, your Aero Run Pros are waiting." The email contains a high-resolution image of the exact shoes, in the exact color and size she selected. The message is friendly and low pressure. Ready to take the next step? Your cart is saved and ready when you are. Now the journey begins to branch. Journey Builder is listening. Did Sarah open the email? Let's say she did, but she didn't click the link. The system registers this. It waits. Maybe she's just not ready. The next day, Journey Builder tries a different channel. It knows Sarah opted in to SMS alerts. She gets a text message. "Hi Sarah from Urban Stride. We noticed you're eyeing the Aero Run Pros. Did you know they have our patented cloud cushion sole? Customers say it's like running on air. See the reviews here. Notice the shift. It's not just a reminder anymore. It's adding value. It's educating her, reminding her why she wanted the shoes in the first place. It's anticipating her hesitation and offering a solution. Social proof in the form of reviews. Let's say she clicks the link in the text, reads the reviews but still doesn't buy. The journey continues. Salesforce now looks deeper into Sarah's profile. It sees her past purchase history. She's bought hiking boots before. She's clicked on ads for trail running gear. The system makes an intelligent inference. Sarah is an outdoors enthusiast, not just a city runner. So the next day a new email is sent. The subject: "From the pavement to the peak, Sarah." The email still features the Aero Run Pro she abandoned, but right next to them, it showcases a new line of moisture-wicking trail socks and a lightweight running vest. The copy reads, Whether you're conquering city miles or exploring new trails, we've got the gear to get you there. This is the masterstroke. It's not a discount. It's not a desperate plea. It's a demonstration that Urban Stride understands her. They see her not just as a transaction, but as a person with specific interests. And that does it. Sarah clicks. She's intrigued by the socks. She adds them to her cart along with the original shoes and checks out. But the journey is not over. That's the most critical part. A sale isn't the end of the conversation. It's the beginning of the next chapter. Instantly, she gets a beautifully designed order confirmation. The next day, a shipping notification with a tracking link. 5 days after the shoes are delivered, Journey Builder sends one more email. How are the Arrow Run pros, Sarah? Here are 3 tips for breaking them in, plus a custom curated Spotify running playlist to power your first run. Think about that. The company has gone from a potential lost sale to a loyal fan. Sarah doesn't just have new shoes. She has a new running playlist and useful advice. She feels seen, heard, and valued. The next time she needs athletic gear, where do you think she's going to go? This entire intricate dance, the emails, the texts, the product recommendations, the post-purchase content was completely automated. But for Sarah, it felt completely personal. It felt like a one-on-one conversation. Behind the scenes, Journey Builder is using what are called decision splits. It's a giant, powerful if-then machine. If the customer opens the email, then wait 24 hours and send the SMS. If the customer does not open the email, then send a follow-up email with a different subject line. If their purchase history contains hiking, then show them trail gear. If it contains yoga, then show them studio apparel. This is how companies scale the bespoke tailor experience. They can have millions of these unique, individual journeys happening simultaneously, each one adapting in real time based on the customer's behavior. It's a living, breathing system of communication. It turns marketing from a megaphone into a quiet, intelligent conversation with each and every customer. This is a universe away from the old method of just blasting your entire list with the same generic 20% off coupon and hoping for the best. This is surgical. It's respectful. And it's wildly profitable. But there's a crucial component we haven't talked about. What fuels this entire engine? What allows Journey Builder to know that Sarah likes hiking? Or what size shoe she wears? Or whether she prefers emails over texts? It all comes down to one single powerful resource: data. But not just any data. It has to be the right data, organized in the right way. What happens when a customer's information is a total mess, scattered across a dozen different systems that don't talk to each other? That's the hidden iceberg that sinks most marketing personalization efforts before they ever leave port. And it's the critical problem we have to solve next. So how do you solve it? How do you take that tangled mess of customer information, that digital spaghetti of spreadsheets, databases, and third-party apps, and turn it into a single, coherent, actionable source of truth? This isn't just a technical challenge. It's the fundamental barrier between the marketing of the past and the marketing of the future. And Salesforce's answer to this chaos is both elegant and incredibly powerful. It's a concept they call the Customer 360, and inside Marketing Cloud, the engine that powers it is called Contact Builder. Now, don't let the name fool you. Contact Builder isn't just a fancy address book. Thinking of it that way is like calling a blueprint for a skyscraper just a drawing. So much more. Contact Builder is the central nervous system of your entire marketing operation. It's the architecture that allows you to create a rich, multi-dimensional, living profile for every single person you interact with. Instead of a flat list with a name and an email, imagine a dynamic web of information, all intelligently linked back to one individual. Let's break down how this digital skeleton is built. The bones of the system are something called data extensions. A data extension is essentially a smart table, like a spreadsheet on steroids. But unlike a simple spreadsheet, you can create a data extension for literally anything you want to track. You can have one for all of your online sales with columns for product ID, purchase date, price, and discount code used. You can have another one for website browsing behavior, tracking every page a person visited and how long they spent there. Another for loyalty program status. Another for customer service interactions. Another for abandoned shopping carts. Another for event attendance. You get the idea. Each one of these data extensions is a container for a specific type of information. On their own, they're just organized lists. Useful but not revolutionary. The revolution happens in Contact Builder, where you link them all together. You tell Salesforce, see this customer ID in the sales data? That's the same person as this email address in the website data, and this loyalty number in the loyalty data. You create relationships between all these disparate pieces of information. Suddenly, it's not just a list of sales and a list of website visits anymore. It's a complete story. You're building a digital dossier, a single source of truth for each customer. This is the absolute foundation. Without this unified view, everything else is just guesswork. Let's make this real with our fictional outdoor gear company, Summit Outfitters. Before Salesforce, their data was a disaster. They used one system for their e-commerce sales, another point-of-sale system in their physical stores, a separate email platform for their newsletter, and a totally different tool to manage customer service tickets. Let's follow a customer named Anna. On Monday, Anna buys their top-of-the-line Everest Pro tent from the Summit Outfitters website. The e-commerce system knows this. On Wednesday, she walks into a physical store in Denver and buys a pair of hiking boots, signing up for their loyalty program at the checkout counter. The store's point-of-sale system knows this. On Friday, her tent arrives, but she has a question about setting it up in high winds, so she calls the support line. The customer service platform logs her call. In the old, disconnected world, Summit Outfitters sees three separate, unrelated events. They see an online tent sale, an in-store boot sale, and a support ticket. The marketing team, using their old email tool, has no idea she just spent over $1,000 with them. So what happens? Anna gets an automated "Welcome to our newsletter" email because she just signed up in the store. She gets a Facebook ad retargeting her with the very same tent she just bought. And she gets a generic promotional email blast for a sale on summer kayaking gear, something she has zero interest in. From Anna's perspective, this company is clueless. They don't know her, they don't value her, and they're spamming her with irrelevant nonsense. This is the iceberg that sinks customer relationships. Now let's rewind and run the same scenario with Salesforce Marketing Cloud properly set up. Summit Outfitters has connected their e-commerce platform, their store POS system, and their service software directly into Marketing Cloud. All that data is flowing into different data extensions. When Anna buys the tent online, a new row is added to the online sales data extension. When she buys the boots in the store and gives her email, Contact Builder is smart enough to recognize that email address. It doesn't create a new person. Instead, it links her in-store purchase and her new loyalty ID to her existing contact record created from the online sale. When she calls customer service, that support ticket is also linked to her single, unified profile. Within 72 hours, Anna's contact record in Marketing Cloud has transformed. It's not just her name and email. It's a rich tapestry of her recent interactions. Salesforce knows she's a new high-value customer. It knows she lives near Denver. It knows she's interested in serious high-performance camping gear, not casual kayaking. It knows she just bought the Everest Pro tent and a specific model of hiking boots. It even knows she recently engaged with customer support. So what happens now? The marketing automation is no longer blind. Instead of a generic welcome, an automated journey kicks in. The next morning, Anna gets an email with the subject line, "Your Everest Pro adventure awaits, Anna." The email says, "Thank you for your recent purchase of the Everest Pro tent and your new hiking boots. We're thrilled to have you in the Summit Outfitters family. We saw you joined our loyalty program at our Denver store, so we've added 500 bonus points to your account to get you started." This email is already 1,000 times better. But it doesn't stop there. The email continues, "To help you get the most out of your new tent, here's a link to an expert video guide on setting it up in extreme weather conditions." This directly addresses the potential reason for her support call, providing proactive value. And at the bottom, instead of a random kayak ad, there's a section that says, "Hikers who bought your boots also love these waterproof socks and this lightweight trekking pole." It's not just personalized, it's intelligent. It's helpful. It's anticipating her needs. This is the power of a unified data foundation. It transforms marketing from a megaphone, shouting the same message at everyone, into a one-on-one conversation conducted at a massive scale. You stop annoying customers with things they don't care about and start becoming a trusted advisor. You're no longer just selling products. You're facilitating their passions. All of this, the hyper-relevant product recommendations, the timely support content, the acknowledgement of their loyalty, is impossible without first solving that data iceberg problem. You have to bring all the pieces together to see the full picture. By creating this single source of truth, American businesses are able to build segments so specific they feel like they're handpicked. Forget segmenting by state. You can segment by customers in Colorado who have purchased a tent over $500 in the last 6 months, who have not purchased a sleeping bag, and who have opened at least 3 of our last 5 emails. That level of precision is a superpower. It ensures your marketing budget isn't wasted showing the wrong message to the wrong person at the wrong time. So now we have it. The foundation is laid. We've taken the chaotic scattered data and forged it into a single perfect 360-degree view of our customer, Anna. We have this incredible, crystal-clear picture of who she is, what she's bought, and what she might need next. But a perfect picture is useless if it's just hanging on a wall. All this data is just potential energy. The real question, the one that separates the good from the great, is how do we use this incredible insight to proactively guide Anna on a journey? How do we automate this entire personalized experience, from her first click to her 10th purchase and beyond, ensuring every single step feels personal and timely? That is where Salesforce's most famous tool comes into play, and it's where the real magic begins. This is Journey Builder. Think of it less as a tool and more as a digital central nervous system for a company's entire marketing strategy. It's the master conductor of the orchestra we've been describing. While Data Cloud is the library of every piece of music ever written about the customer, and Personalization Studio is the composer deciding which notes to play for each individual, Journey Builder is the one standing at the podium, cueing the violins at the perfect moment, bringing in the percussion for impact, and ensuring every instrument plays in perfect harmony to create a beautiful, cohesive experience for the listener, in this case, the customer. It's a visual flowchart, a drag-and-drop canvas where marketers can design, build, and automate these intricate, multi-step, multi-channel customer adventures. Let's go back to Sarah and her abandoned running shoes. We left her at a critical moment. She's added the shoes to her cart, but life intervened. The dog started barking, a meeting reminder popped up, and she closed the browser tab. For most businesses, that's a lost sale, a ghost in the machine. But for a company using Salesforce, this isn't an end. It's a trigger. It's the starting pistol for a new, highly specific customer journey. Inside Journey Builder, a marketer has already built an abandoned cart journey. It looks like a map. And the moment Sarah's cart is flagged as abandoned in the system, she is automatically placed at the very beginning of this map. The journey begins. The first stop on the map is a diamond-shaped box called a decision split. This is the journey's first question, its first moment of intelligence. It asks a simple question based on the data it has on Sarah. Is this a first-time visitor or a returning customer? This single question changes everything. A generic abandoned cart email is one size fits all, and one size fits all fits no one particularly well. But this journey is already personalizing. Let's say the data shows Sarah has never purchased before. The journey directs her down path A, new customer recovery. Instantly, the journey moves to the next step, send email. But this isn't just any email. This email is a dynamic masterpiece, assembled in real time by the Personalization Studio we talked about. The subject line might be, Sarah still thinking about the Trailblazer X2S? Pulls in her first name. It pulls in the exact product name. Inside the email, there's a high-resolution image of the very shoes she was looking at, in the size and color she selected. Below that, it's not just a Buy Now button. It's smarter. It shows customer reviews for that specific shoe, maybe even highlighting a 5-star review from someone in her state to build a sense of local trust. And because she's a new customer, the email dynamically inserts a special offer. Complete your first order and get 15% off. This isn't a generic coupon code. It's a personalized incentive designed to convert a first-time browser into a first-time buyer. Now, the journey doesn't just spam her. The next step on the map is a wait step. The marketer has configured it to wait for exactly 24 hours. This is crucial. It gives Sarah time. It doesn't feel desperate or pushy. It feels like a helpful reminder. During this 24-hour period, the system is listening. It's waiting to see if she clicks the link in the email and completes the purchase. After 24 hours, her journey reaches another decision split. The question is simple. Did Sarah purchase the shoes? If the answer is yes, fantastic. The journey shunts her over to an entirely different path. A post-purchase welcome journey. This new journey might send a thank you email, followed by a shipping confirmation, and then a week later, an email asking for a product review in exchange for loyalty points. The relationship continues to build automatically. But what if the answer is no? What if, after 24 hours, she still hasn't bought the shoes? This is where a basic automation system would either give up or send the exact same email again. But Journey Builder is a multi-channel mastermind. The journey continues down the no-purchase path. The next step isn't an email. It's an ad audience step. This is where your jaw should drop. Journey Builder is connected to the company's advertising platforms, like Meta or Google. This step automatically adds Sarah's anonymous data profile to a special ad audience. So, the next time Sarah is scrolling through her Instagram feed, what does she see? Not a generic ad for the shoe company. She sees a beautifully crafted ad for the exact Trailblazer X2 running shoes, in the exact color she chose. Feels like magic. It feels like the internet is reading her mind. But it's not magic. It's a meticulously designed journey, executing its next logical step. The ad might even be a video testimonial from a runner who uses those shoes. A piece of content specifically chosen to overcome purchase hesitation. The journey waits again, maybe for 48 hours this time, monitoring her activity. Did she click the ad? Did she buy? If she still hasn't, the journey can escalate. It hits another decision split. Did Sarah provide a phone number and consent to SMS? If yes, it can trigger the next step. Send SMS. A text message appears on her phone. Hi Sarah, we saw you were checking out the Trailblazer X2S. We're holding them for you. Use this link for a special 20% off, expiring tonight. Don't miss out. The incentive is increased, and the urgency is manufactured all automatically because she has reached this specific point in her personalized journey. If at any point she makes the purchase, she is immediately removed from this abandoned cart journey and placed onto the appropriate post-purchase path. The system never sends her an irrelevant message. The experience is seamless. Now take a step back and zoom out. Sarah is just one person on one journey. At this very moment, another customer, let's call him David, who just bought his 5th pair of shoes from the company, is on a completely different journey. He's on the VIP loyalty journey. He's not getting discount codes. He's getting exclusive early access to a new product line. Another customer, Maria, who hasn't purchased in 6 months, was just automatically entered into a win-back journey, which sent her a "We miss you" email with a survey to understand her needs better, offering her a significant credit for her feedback. This is the power of Journey Builder. It's not about sending one email to a million people. It's about orchestrating a million individual, one-to-one journeys simultaneously. Each person is on a path that is uniquely relevant to their history, their behavior, and their relationship with the brand. The marketer's job transforms from being a button pusher, manually sending email blasts, to being an architect, designing these intelligent, automated systems that nurture customer relationships at a scale that would be impossible for any human team to manage. They build the map, and Salesforce guides every single customer through it, adapting to every turn, every stop, and every decision they make along the way. It's how you make every customer feel like they're your only customer. But this raises a critical question. This map is built on rules and logic. If the customer does this, then we do that. It's incredibly powerful, but it's still based on what a marketer thinks is the best path. What if we could make it even smarter? What if the journey could optimize itself? How does the company know that 24 hours is the perfect wait time, and not 22 or 26? How do they know that for Sarah? An Instagram ad is more effective than an email. How do they predict with uncanny accuracy the exact moment Sarah is most likely to open her email down to the very hour? That's where human design logic ends, and true artificial intelligence takes over. This isn't science fiction. This isn't a far-off future of sentient computers. This is Salesforce Einstein, the artificial intelligence layer built directly into the Marketing Cloud. And it operates on a scale that is almost impossible for the human mind to comprehend. Think of it this way. A human marketer, even a brilliant one, can look at Sarah's past purchases and her recent website visits and make an educated guess. They can say, okay, she bought a tent. Let's show her a sleeping bag. She clicked on hiking boots. Let's send a 10% off coupon for boots. That's logical. That's smart. But Einstein isn't just looking at Sarah. It's looking at Sarah and millions of other customers simultaneously. It's processing billions of data points every single day. It sees not just that Sarah clicked on hiking boots, but it sees the patterns of 10,000 other customers who clicked on those exact same boots. It knows what they did next. It knows what percentage of them abandoned their cart, what percentage bought the boots within an hour, and what percentage came back 3 days later after seeing a specific type of ad on Facebook. Einstein is a pattern recognition machine on a planetary scale. It ingests every click, every open, every purchase, every second of hesitation on a web page, not just for this one outdoor company, but for thousands of other companies using Salesforce. This creates a vast, anonymized ocean of behavioral data. It learns the subtle digital body language of an online shopper. So when it looks at Sarah, it's not just guessing. It's calculating probabilities with terrifying accuracy. This is called predictive scoring. Einstein assigns scores to every single customer for various outcomes. There's an email open propensity score, a likelihood to click score, and the Holy Grail, a likelihood to convert score. These aren't just arbitrary numbers. They are dynamic predictions based on thousands of variables. Has Sarah's time on site been increasing lately? Her score goes up. Did she just unsubscribe from 3 other retail email lists? Her score might go down. Einstein sees these signals that a human marketer would never have the time or ability to track. This is how the system decides whether to spend money on that Instagram ad. If Sarah's likelihood to convert score is a 95 out of 100, the system knows that spending a few dollars to get a compelling ad in front of her is an incredibly smart investment. But if her score is a 20, maybe she's just a casual browser. The system will then decide to save that ad budget and instead nurture her with lower-cost options, like a standard email, waiting for her engagement signals to change. This isn't about just blasting ads to everyone who visits a website. It's about micro-targeting ads spent only on the individuals who are statistically on the verge of making a purchase. Now let's talk about timing. This is where it gets even more fascinating. The old way of marketing was called batch and blast. A company would write one email and send it to their entire list at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, because some study once said that was the best time. That's like a fisherman throwing a giant net in the ocean and hoping for the best. Einstein's send time optimization, or STO, is the equivalent of a master angler who knows the exact species of fish they want, the precise lure to use, the perfect depth, and the exact minute the tide will turn. STO analyzes Sarah's individual digital habits. It doesn't care about the national average. It cares about Sarah. It sees that she consistently opens her promotional emails between 8:15 and 8:45 p.m., right after she puts her kids to bed and sits down to watch TV. It sees that she never ever opens them in the morning. For her coworker Mark, the optimal time might be 12:30 p.m., right when he takes his lunch break. So when the outdoor company clicks send on their big summer sale campaign, the emails don't all go out at once. The system holds them. And then at 12:30 p.m., Mark's phone buzzes with the email. And that night at 8:22 p.m., just as she's settling onto the couch, Sarah's phone buzzes. Each person on that list of millions receives their email at the precise moment Einstein has calculated they are most likely to open it. The result? Open rates don't just inch up, they skyrocket. It's the difference between a message being an interruption versus a welcome discovery. But what's in that email? This is where it goes from smart to genius. Einstein content selection takes personalization to a molecular level. The human marketer doesn't build one single email. Instead, they create a library of assets. They write 5 different headlines. They select 10 different hero images, some with families, some with solo hikers, some just showing the product against a white background. They write 3 different versions of the call to action button. Shop now, learn more. Claim your discount. When it's time to send the email to Sarah, Einstein doesn't just pick one version. It acts as a personal creative director. It analyzes all of Sarah's past behavior. It knows she has a family because of her purchase history. It knows she responds to imagery with vibrant, natural colors. It knows she's more likely to click on a headline that frames the product as a solution to a problem. So, in a fraction of a second, Einstein assembles a unique email just for her. It picks the family in a tent hero image. It selects the headline finally, a tent the whole family fits in. And it chooses the Learn More button, because it knows she's a researcher who reads reviews before buying. Meanwhile, for Mark, the solo adventurer, it assembles a completely different email. It picks the image of a lone hiker on a mountain peak. The headline reads, "Conquer your next summit." The button says Shop Now, because his profile shows he's an impulsive buyer once he's interested. 2 people, same campaign, 2 completely different creative experiences, each tailored by AI to maximize its impact. The system is constantly running these micro-tests, learning and refining its approach with every single email it sends. This AI-driven intelligence isn't just for one-off emails or ads. It's woven into the very fabric of the entire customer journey we talked about. Remember that complex map of if-then-else logic? Einstein supercharges it. It can predict mid-journey that a customer is about to disengage. It can see the early warning signs, a drop in email opens, a decrease in website visits, and proactively intervene. So if Sarah enters the new tent owner journey, and after 2 emails she still hasn't engaged, the old system would just keep sending her the next scheduled email. But Einstein sees this. It flags her as at risk of churn. It can then automatically alter her path. Instead of sending that 3rd email she's likely to ignore, it can reroute her, triggering a high-impact video ad on her YouTube feed or a special push notification on her phone with a unique offer designed to win her back. It's a self-healing, self-optimizing journey. The goal is no longer to just push people through a predefined funnel. The goal is to dynamically adapt the path for each individual to ensure they reach the destination. A sale, and more importantly, a lasting positive relationship with the brand. It's about turning marketing from a monologue into a deeply personal one-to-one conversation, conducted at a scale of millions. And this conversation, this scaled intimacy, isn't powered by magic. It's powered by one of the most sophisticated and frankly brilliant pieces of marketing technology ever conceived, Salesforce's Journey Builder. If Marketing Cloud is the city, Journey Builder is the central nervous system, the complex web of streets, traffic lights, and subways that directs every single individual to their unique destination. It's less of a tool and more of a digital choreographer, designing a unique dance between the customer and the brand. Imagine a vast digital whiteboard. On one side, you have every possible interaction a customer can have with your company. Visiting a specific web page, opening an email, clicking a link, abandoning a shopping cart, watching a video, making a purchase, calling customer service, even walking into a physical store if you have beacon technology. On the other side, you have every possible response your brand can offer. Sending an email, a text message, a push notification, showing them a specific ad on social media, or even alerting a human sales representative to make a personal phone call. Journey Builder is the space in between where businesses draw the lines. It's a visual flowchart but alive. It's a series of if this, then that commands, but with near infinite complexity and nuance. It's where a company stops thinking in terms of email blasts and starts thinking in terms of individual customer pathways. Let's make this real. Forget abstract concepts. Let's follow a single customer, we'll call her Jessica, and a real-world American company, a direct-to-consumer furniture brand we'll call Artisan Living. Jessica is moving into her first apartment. She's browsing online, and through a targeted social media ad, placed using Marketing Cloud's advertising studio, she lands on Artisan Living's website. She's not looking for anything specific yet, just browsing. She spends 5 minutes looking at coffee tables and 3 minutes looking at sofas before leaving the site without buying anything. In a traditional marketing model, Jessica is gone. A lost lead, a ghost in the machine. But with Journey Builder, her story is just beginning. Her website behavior, specifically her interest in living room furniture, is the trigger. She is automatically entered into the new apartment nurture journey. 24 hours later, an email lands in her inbox. The subject line isn't 10% off everything. It's 5 design tips for your first living room. The email is beautiful, full of value. It features a blog post with style guides, space-saving hacks, and inspirational photos. It subtly showcases the exact coffee tables and sofas Jessica was looking at, but in the context of a fully designed room. There's no hard sell. The goal isn't a transaction, it's inspiration. It's to position Artisan Living as a helpful expert, not just a retailer. Jessica opens the email and clicks on the link to the blog post. This action is a signal. Journey Builder sees it. The system now knows she is an engaged prospect. The journey adapts. 2 days later, a second email arrives. This one is more direct. It's titled, "The Perfect Sofa for Small Spaces." It highlights a specific, best-selling love seat, perfect for apartments. It includes customer reviews, dimensions, and fabric options. It also includes a small, time-sensitive offer, free shipping this week only. Jessica clicks on the sofa, customizes it in a navy blue velvet, and adds it to her cart. But then life gets in the way. A phone call, a knock at the door. She gets distracted and closes the browser window, the dreaded abandoned cart. For most companies, this is a moment of panic, resulting in a generic, "Hey, you forgot something?" email. But Artisan Living's Journey Builder is more sophisticated. It waits, not for days but for 1 hour. Then it triggers a multi-channel response. First, a carefully crafted email. The subject, "Your navy blue velvet sofa is waiting." It uses dynamic content to pull in an image of the exact sofa she configured. It reminds her of the free shipping offer. But it does something else too. It anticipates her hesitation. The email includes a small section titled Questions? We're here, with a link to an FAQ about delivery times and return policies, addressing the biggest points of friction for online furniture buyers. Simultaneously, Advertising Studio kicks in again. As Jessica scrolls through her Instagram feed that evening, a retargeting ad appears. It's not a generic brand ad. It's a short, elegant video of the very sofa she almost bought, placed in a beautifully lit apartment similar to hers. The caption reinforces the free shipping offer. The brand is now present, but not pushy, in her digital world. This two-pronged approach works. The combination of the helpful email and the visual reminder on social media brings her back. She clicks the ad, her cart is still saved, and she completes the purchase. Now, here is where Journey Builder truly separates world-class brands from the rest. The sale is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a new one. The moment her credit card is processed, she is automatically removed from the prospect nurture journey and entered into the post-purchase and onboarding journey. Instantly, she receives an order confirmation email. Standard stuff, but this one includes a link to a video. What to expect when you're expecting your new sofa. It's a friendly, transparent guide to their delivery process, setting expectations and reducing buyers' remorse. A week later, a day before the scheduled delivery, she receives an SMS message. Hi Jessica, friendly reminder from Artisan Living. Your new sofa arrives tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. This simple, helpful text dramatically reduces missed delivery attempts, a huge cost center for furniture companies. The sofa arrives. The journey continues. 3 days after delivery, an email is sent. How's the new sofa, Jessica? We'd love to see it in your space. Tag us on Instagram for a chance to be featured. This encourages user-generated content, which is marketing gold. It also includes a link to a guide on how to care for your velvet furniture. Again, value, value, value. 2 weeks later, another email. This one is smart. It analyzes her purchase, a sofa, and makes a logical, personalized recommendation. Complete your living room look. It showcases the coffee table she originally looked at, alongside a rug and a lamp that are frequently purchased with that sofa, leveraging data from thousands of other customers. It even includes a welcome to the family discount of 15% off her next purchase. Through this single automated, yet deeply personal journey, Artisan Living has achieved something remarkable. They took a cold lead from a social media ad and transformed her into a paying customer. They mitigated cart abandonment, reduced logistical costs, and built a foundation of trust. They then immediately and seamlessly transitioned into an upsell and brand advocacy program. Jessica doesn't feel like she's been marketed to. She feels like she's been guided by a helpful and attentive brand that understands her needs at every single step. And this entire complex multi-channel ballet was designed once on that digital whiteboard in Journey Builder, and is now executing itself flawlessly for thousands of other Jessicas simultaneously, each one on her own slightly different path, branching and adapting based on her unique clicks, opens, and behaviors. That is the power of turning marketing from a megaphone into a conversation, and it's how modern American businesses aren't just finding customers, they're creating lifelong fans. But how does a business, a massive American enterprise, have a one-on-one conversation with a million people simultaneously? Sounds impossible, like a paradox. A megaphone can't whisper. A broadcast can't be a personal chat. And yet, this is precisely what's happening every single day. And the secret isn't magic. It's data. But not just any data. It's about creating a single, unified, almost living profile of each customer. This is the central nervous system of modern marketing, and it's arguably the most powerful and least understood component of the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Think about the average company's data. It's a complete mess. It's like trying to get to know a person by collecting random scraps of paper about them. One scrap from their website says they like blue shoes. Another, from the customer service department, says they called to complain about a late shipment last month. A third scrap from the in-store checkout shows they used a coupon for socks. All these pieces of information are valuable, but they live in different houses in different cities speaking different languages. They never talk to each other. The marketing team sees the blue shoe interest and sends an email about blue shoes. The service team flags the account as a potential churn risk. The sales team sees the sock purchase and thinks they're a low-value customer. They are all looking at the same person, but they're seeing 3 different people. This is called a fragmented customer view. And it is the single biggest reason why most marketing feels so generic, so disconnected, and so dumb. Salesforce set out to solve this monumental problem by building what is essentially a data brain for a business. The technical term is a CDP, or Customer Data Platform, which Salesforce has integrated into its core offering. But forget the acronyms. Think of it as a master detective, whose only job is to understand one person, your customer. This detective's first job is to collect all the clues, every single scrap of paper, from every corner of the business. It connects to the e-commerce website and watches every click, every search for men's hiking boots, every abandoned shopping cart. It plugs into the mobile app and sees which products a user favorites and which push notifications they open. It links to the point-of-sale system in the brick-and-mortar store, capturing every purchase made with the loyalty card or credit card. It even listens in on customer service interactions, noting whether a call was about a product return or a glowing review. It sees social media comments, email opens, ad clicks, every single digital breadcrumb a customer leaves behind. It's a relentless 24/7 ingestion of information. But collecting clues is the easy part. The real genius, the part that feels like magic, is figuring out that all those different clues belong to the same person. This is called identity resolution. The system knows that the anonymous cookie ID from a laptop, the email address used to sign up for a newsletter, the phone number attached to a loyalty account, and the social media handle that tagged the brand on Instagram are all David Chun from Austin, Texas. It stitches these disparate identities together using sophisticated rules and AI, creating one single golden record, one unified profile. The scraps of paper are no longer in different houses. They are now organized in a single comprehensive dossier. Suddenly, the business doesn't see three different people anymore. They see David. They see the whole story. They see that David searched for hiking boots online, then used the mobile app to see if they were in stock at his local store. They see he bought the boots in person and also bought wool socks using a coupon. 2 weeks later, he left a 5-star review on the website. This is no longer a fragmented view. This is a high-definition, 360-degree portrait of a customer's journey. And with this portrait, the conversation can truly begin. Let's see how this plays out for a real American business archetype. A mid-sized, direct-to-consumer coffee subscription company. Let's call them Patriot Brew. Patriot Brew is doing okay. They have a decent product and a loyalish customer base. But their marketing is generic. Everyone gets the same 20% off our most popular blend. Email every Tuesday. It works sometimes, but they have a problem. A lot of people sign up for the trial, get 1 or 2 shipments, and then cancel. They're bleeding customers. They implement Salesforce Marketing Cloud with its CDP at the core. Immediately, the data detective goes to work. It starts pulling in data from their website, their subscription management platform, and their customer review system. It starts stitching identities together. And a few weeks later, they can see the patterns. They discover a new, high-value customer segment they never even knew existed. Let's call them the experimenters. These aren't people who just want the most popular blend. The data shows a clear pattern. The experimenters always start by ordering a sample pack with multiple roasts. They click on blog posts titled, "How to Taste Coffee Like a Pro." They consistently leave detailed reviews comparing the tasting notes of the Ethiopian single origin to the Colombian blend. And, most importantly, the data shows they almost always cancel their subscription after 3 months. Why? Because the standard subscription keeps sending them the same most popular blend over and over. Patriot Brew's generic marketing was actively pushing away its most passionate, knowledgeable customers. This is a multi-million-dollar insight they would have never found in their siloed spreadsheets. Now they can act. Using Salesforce, they create a new automated journey specifically for the experimenters. The moment the system identifies a customer who fits the pattern, buys a sample pack, reads the tasting guide, they are tagged and entered into this new journey. Instead of the generic welcome email, they get one titled, "Your Tasting Adventure Begins." A week later, instead of a push to subscribe to the most popular blend, the system sends them a quiz. What's your coffee palette profile? Based on their answers, it recommends a specific single origin bean. The journey continues. If they rate a coffee highly, the next email they get offers them another coffee from the same region. If they mention notes of citrus in a review, the system flags them for a future email about a new light roast from Kenya known for its grapefruit notes. The company even creates a whole new product, the Explorers Club, a subscription box that sends a different, unique, and often rare coffee every single month. And who do they market this to? Not their entire customer list. They market it only to the segment of experimenters that the CDP has identified. The conversion rate is astronomical. The results are transformative. Churn within this valuable segment plummets. The average lifetime value of these customers triples. Patriot Brew stops being just a coffee delivery service and becomes a curated coffee discovery experience. They stopped having one boring conversation with everyone. Now they are having thousands of unique, interesting, and profitable conversations, all guided by a deep, data-driven understanding of who each customer truly is. This is how modern American businesses aren't just surviving. They're creating categories of their own. They're not just selling a product. They're serving a person they now understand better than ever before. And this deep understanding is the foundation upon which every successful sales and marketing strategy is now being built.